Welcome, welcome, welcome in Booze and Ghouls to this Sunday edition of Roasting with the Dead Fam. How is everybody doing out there? We got Kylo Ren Sanchez hanging out tonight. We got our doggies here hanging out. We got Ty Zima roasting with the Dead Fam. What is up, Ty Zima? How are you, bud? Welcome in. We got Heather Smith here. How is everyone's holiday weekend? It is Memorial Day. Do you guys have any plans this weekend? What are you guys up to? Let me know in the chat. Let me get this all situated and ready to go. Working in my garden and being distracted by some LDF coffee roasting over here. My early apologies if I'm taking you guys away from doing some chores around the house. What's up, Kylo Ren Sanchez? Cody Rhodes returns. Cody Rhodes. Oh, that's right. We got a Cody Rhodes returning to the WWE. How cool is that? We thought he was done after WrestleMania. We got Andrew Kwan. What is up, Andrew Kwan? We got DJ GTX from the UK. What is up, friend? How is the family doing? How's the little one? We got Andrew Kwan, a coffee addict. This stream is right up my alley. Aw, thank you, sir. Let me flip this back around real quick. What is up, everyone? Living Dead Fam here. And we are back at it with another coffee stream. Should I say coffee roasting stream. Hopefully soon we will be doing myself, Living Dead Mom. We will get our tails back in the kitchen and do some coffee breakfast streams with you all. We've been super busy. We were out really late last night. I wanted to get up a little earlier than what we are right now to do this stream. But shout out to Slim Devin. Happy birthday, Slim Devin. We got to spend a little bit of time with him last night over dinner, as well as with our other park streamer friends that are basically family. So it was nice to get to hang out with our friends last night. No cameras, just enjoying each other's company and just catching up with one another. It was very nice. Let's see, we got DJ GTX. Hi, I like a good coffee. There you go. Then we are best friends then. Kylo Ren, happy birthday, Goofy. Happy birthday, Goofy. That is incredible. He probably doesn't look a day over 21. Oh, hello. His wife says hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. The honey of DJ GTX. Yep, tomorrow is Memorial Day. So hopefully everyone's having a fun and safe weekend. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you if you guys are brand new here. Welcome in. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is Living Dead Fam. I'm Living Dead Dad. We do all things spooky year-round, as well as our theme parks here in Southern California. And one of my favorite hobbies, aside from all the spooky things, is I love coffee so much to a fault. But I drink it in moderation, at least a cup, maybe 2 cups a day. I really love doing espresso. Like I was saying earlier, hopefully one of these days, here in the near future, we'll be doing like an actual coffee stream from our kitchen. But if you guys love coffee, if you guys are interested about the coffee roasting process, let me know here in the chats, or if you're watching this after the live stream, drop a comment if you have any questions. I'd love to help you out. I am not a officially trained barista or roaster by any means. I am just a self-taught. I've learned right here on YouTube on how to do all this stuff. So too many tubers that I can think of that got me to the point that I am, because there's just so many I consume from. Just to name a few, like Lance Hedrick, James Hoffman. Those are like the two top guys. And I highly encourage, if you guys want to learn something a little about coffee from machines, gear, or just the different processes of roasting as well, please definitely check them out. I'll maybe after this I will drop links in there for you guys to check out. But we got Heather Smith with some grilled chicken and pasta salad. That sounds yummy. I know. What's everyone doing for lunch? Oh, DJ GTX, very cool. See, I love Americano. I'm pretty much a black coffee drinker. So when I got my espresso machine, I do love shots of espresso, but I love having a full cup, because I could easily just throw down some shots of espresso. But I like the process. I like to drag out when I drink coffee. So I will show you guys, not today, I need to get the kitchen ready when we do this, but a very cool summer drink, not an iced Americano, but what we call is an arcano, and you're basically injecting air into the coffee. I highly suggest, it's probably worth investing in getting an espresso machine with some steam capabilities, so you can actually try it. It's really good, and hopefully here in the near future I'll show you guys how to do that. What's up? We got Heather Smith, we got Kyla Ren Sanchez. Oh, shout out to Bob. Yes, Bob is over on the East Coast right now. Heather Smith, I like a nice affogato. Those are really good. The ice cream with coffee poured on top, that is really, really good. I enjoy doing that as well. If we have, it's very rare we have ice cream in the house, because once the ice cream's in the house, the kids just attacked it, and by the time LDDad gets to it, it's already gone. So hopefully one of these days we can do an affogato coffee dessert, if you will. That would be fun. Yeah, me too. I like espresso too, and a full coffee. Well, you're in the right place, folks. If you guys love coffee and or just like this content, I know some people probably don't like coffee, and this might not be for you, but feel free to stick around if you guys like. I always say it's like watching paint dry a bit, but no, and honestly, I think it's a lot of fun for me. I went down this during lockdown and COVID, quarantine, and all that. It was hard to get out. It was hard to go out and buy coffee, and I just didn't want to buy coffee, which, I mean, I highly recommend supporting your local coffee roasters and buying fresh bean coffees, and we'll go over that a little bit later. But I really learned this process during lockdown, and I've never turned back. I'm my own coffee roaster at this point. I don't go out and buy freshly roasted beans. But if you guys want to level up your coffee game, I highly recommend investing in a decent grinder, not a blade grinder, but I would highly recommend some type of either a conical or a flat burr grinder, and it will jump up your espresso game. Buy whole beans, buy freshly roasted beans that have a roast date on them and not a best buy date, and we'll go into detail that in a little bit. But anyway, so today I am roasting. We got good vibes here. What is up? Snacking on kettle corn. What is going on? Do you have any leftover to share? I love some good kettle corn. What is up? ST Hunter in the house. What's going on, friend? Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. But like I was saying, I shout out to Most Wanted. Most Wanted, if you're coming in here, you're watching this later, shout out to you, my friend, because you did I believe on a previous stream you recommended some good Guatemalan coffee. And with me today, folks, I have this is basically what unroasted coffee looks like. I purchased this from Berman Coffee Traders. You can check them out on their website, but there's several places I like getting coffee from, and Berman is one of them. I like a place called Bodhi Leaf is a real good one. It's actually local here to Southern California, or Sweet Maria's as well. So, and they do have decent price right now, despite all of the shipping costs that are just our current things that are happening in the world at the moment, as far as tariffs and all that. There has been a slight increase, so but a lot of these coffee distributors have helped with keeping the cost down as best as we can. We got Gma LT lurking. What is going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Haunted Gamer just got done drinking coffee. It's time to pour another cup of coffee, my friend. Well, who else is there? We got Pirate Don. Welcome in, Pirate Don, to the live stream. Welcome to the coffee roasting stream. But anyway, so this is just basically unroasted coffee. This is what it comes like when it's farmed. And no two beans are alike, meaning there's different producers around the world that harvest and grow their types of coffee. Some have different tasting notes. For example, the roasting notes on this one, they recommend doing a medium to medium dark. And I always look at that on the website before purchasing. I always look to what's good for espresso and whatnot. But so the tasting notes on this, I'll read it to you. It's got some chocolatey flavors, nutty, lemon, and floral. So those are kind of like the four distinct tastes that you can pull out of these beans when you're roasting them. And there's different levels to roasting. If you want more like floral flavors, they recommend to do a lighter type of roast. I like more of like a medium, almost to a medium dark, because I like tasting the nutty, chocolatey flavors in beans. So again, I'm no expert. I'm just self-taught. So, but I try my best. It's just kind of trial by error, really. And I'll show you guys step by step. Let me show you the gear as well that I like to roast with. This is kind of like an entry-level machine here for roasting. And there's different types of ways to roast coffee, folks. You don't have to get one of these. You can do it just on the stove as long as you have some type of a heat source. You can do it on a pan, on a skillet, with like a wooden spatula, and as long as you're agitating the beans in the skillet, you can actually roast beans. You can do it in the oven. There's different machines, but I highly recommend getting one of these machines. It's kind of like a sample roaster, if you will, if you are just starting and getting into it. The controls are easy. This is from Fresh Roast, and you can purchase these from that same website I just mentioned from Berman, or a lot of these coffee companies that you can buy green beans from. They also sell these as well. This is from Fresh Roast SR540. So far, it's been a great machine, knock on wood. I haven't had too many problems with it, but it's basically like an air popcorn roaster. And when you turn it on, the heat comes up from here, and you put this little glass chamber right on top of it, and you put your beans right in here. And I'll show you guys here in a second once I get some beans measured out. And basically, you put them in here. You put this top on. This is like a shaft collector. And basically, when beans start to develop, their outer layer of skin falls off. And this piece right here collects the chaff. And because you don't want that in your beans, you don't want that in your cup, because that will give it like a bitter, sour taste. So, so luckily it collects here. I try to get most of it out when I'm done with each batch, and you'll see that here in a second too. But you can control the, turn it on real quick. This has different variable controls. You can control the fan speed and the heat speed and the timer. There's a countdown timer on this. And what I love about this machine, it's also got a cool down function. So once you've reached your desired level of beans that you want roasted, you can start like a 3-minute cool down, and it cools the beans really fast as well. So because you don't want your beans to keep developing, they highly recommend once you're done, once you hit the spot where you think your beans are great, how you like them to your flavor, you automatically start the cooling cycle. So I like how this has a built-in fan, which basically it just kills the heat source, and it just introduces the ambient air into the machine, so which helps cools it down. But we got Dragon Blood in the house. What is up, Dragon Blood? Welcome into the live stream, friend. Congratulations again. Let me give a quick shout out. Dragon Blood, congratulations, my friend, to you. Thank you so much for having us over to witness the your special day, you and Mrs. Blood, on your wedding day. Hopefully you guys had a great honeymoon. Again, thank you so much. It was a night to remember, and congratulations again to you. Let's see who else is here. We got good vibes. We need Living Dead Fam coffee. And that's another thing I kind of want to touch real quick, is going back to stuff as far as selling this product goes. Trust us, it's really on the back of our minds. And, well, it's right here. We definitely do want to do that. And I want to make sure I get you guys a good product of coffee, and not just to sell you whatever. Because the way prices, how things are now, not only purchasing coffee, but as well as you know, to make a profit. But I don't want to. No, we're just starting, EXP. You are just in time. You know me, I like to talk. So you are just in time, EXP. I still want to just figure out the math about it, and be fair on pricing, and give you guys a decent bag of coffee and whatnot. So I need to work out all of that stuff, and the time as well, because this doesn't, as you'll see, it does take some time to do this. So no worries, EXP. So yeah, so we'll go over that later, and trust us, we got things that we want to do as far as our shop goes. We definitely want to, aside from the coffee, we do want to actually start doing things for you as well. I know you guys have been interested in merch. Shout out again to Zomembes, and she's really great with the community. She's helped and lent her talents and skills in creating these tumblers for a lot of the streamers here. So shout out again to Zomembes for this. So it's just all like the behind the scenes stuff that we want to work out with, and give you guys something fun too for supporting us as well. So that will definitely support the channel. So stay tuned for all of that stuff as far as like shirts or whatever merch goes. Hopefully here within the few months or to the year, hopefully by the end of the year, we can have a little something for you guys. But in the meantime and in between time, let's get this roast started. You guys didn't come to hear me talk. You guys wanted to see some coffee roasting. So let's get started, folks, real quick. Again, let me see. I forgot it. We got Wendy Girl from North Carolina. What is up, my friend? We got EXP. LDF, I can drink coffee again, so I'd love to buy your stuff when you offer it. Thank you guys so much in advance for supporting us and wanting some coffee from us. I would never imagine that I'd be doing this. So let's get this thing started. I think I said hello to everybody. Dragon Blood, very fun, my friend. I'm glad you had a great time. Gleep and Gloop is in the house. Would like to know if Gloop will work, because he is excellent at agitating. Then you got yourself a home roaster right there, my friend. Awesome, folks. All right, I think you guys are excited. You guys can't wait. So again, enough of all of this chatter. Let me flip it around, and again, if you guys are just rolling in here, jumping in, welcome in. If you guys have questions throughout, I will be more than happy. I will try my best to answer your questions as best as I can within my knowledge. If not, I will find the answer or point you to a right direction and give you guys, I'm more than happy to share other content creators that I've learned from, that way you guys can benefit from that as well, because I have definitely benefited from a ton of content creators here in the coffee space here on YouTube. So I'm so thankful that other people have taken the steps, if you will, to help out the rest of the community in doing so. Again, this bag is from Berman. This is Guatemalan Premium Antigua Las Volcanes. Say that 5 times, right? This is a 5-pound bag. I will probably do about half of this bag. Between this canister here and this canister over here, I can probably get about 2.5 pounds of coffee with these batches. So I'm doing like about a, per the chamber in here, I'd like to do about 4 ounces of green coffee beans. So I'm weighing this out on my scale. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. What's up, Anthony626? Welcome in, friend. So I am weighing about, thank you guys for being here. Just about to start, so you guys are just in time. Thank you for turning on your notifications. That's why we always say it's not just a saying, it's not just a phrase. We actually really mean you got to turn on those notifications. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one of these guys here. While I'm at it, let me go ahead and add some more. And usually this whole process, to fill up these two, it takes about maybe like an hour to an hour and a half. Of course, this will be a little longer because I'm taking my time. I'm chatting with you guys, which I really enjoy chatting with you folks. All right, there's that one there. And thank you, lurkers, for coming out here and watching. We appreciate you. Our channel members, thank you, channel members, for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys for your continued support. This definitely helps us out a lot, your viewership. And don't forget, guys, to do us a huge favor and monster mash that like button for us. Or in this case, if you guys know anything about coffee and espresso, do us a huge favor and tamp that like button. If you guys know, you know. All right, let me do one more. Just pre-weighing these. And these will definitely get lighter in weight once they roast. I can't remember if this was a washed bean or a natural, and I'll explain that. And there's different ways these farmers actually harvest these beans before they leave the farm and come to go to the distributors and or straight to your door. If I could find a way to buy directly from these farmers, I would, but I think that's a whole nother process. So that's why it's just best to buy from distributors. If I'm doing an entire business, I would probably try to buy directly from the farmers, but for now I have to do this with the distributors. So we got Wendy Girl here, we got EXP, we got Anthony 6, we got 626 in the house, folks. Oh, no worries, Gleep and Gloob. I figured today's probably more of a ninja watching day. So, all right, let me get my timer ready. Forgive me. I know there's a timer on here, but I like having a physical timer on my watch. So let's get this started real quick. Forgive me. Put my stopwatch on. All right, and let's do this. We got Pirate Don sleeping. We got DJ GTX in the house. Alright, so right now I got the fan at full power. I got the fan full blast. I got the power at medium. Here in a few minutes, I will bump it up a little bit so it gets. What I'm trying to do right now in this process, I'm trying to pretty much dry out the beans real quick. And I do that for like the first 3 minutes of the roast. We got Kylo Ren. We got Windy Girl. Pyrodon needs to wake up because Pyrodon is sleeping. So my apologies if it gets a little loud. I recommend if you do this, do it outside like how I am right now. You can do this indoors, but you definitely need some good ventilation. So you might have to do this either in front of a window, or if you have the capabilities of like a hood fan under your stove, I highly recommend that as well. But I do this outside just so I love the aroma and the smell of coffee, but I don't need the entire house smelling of coffee 24/7. So that's why I do it outside, to just so you have proper ventilation as well. But yeah, you can do this from inside your home as well. Again, if you have any questions in here, let me know. You'll see me constantly change the settings around as I roast. And you can see the beans will quickly change color here. What's up, Jen's Crochet? Welcome in. It smells divine. Folks, we have Jen's Crochet from Donnyland. If you guys are new here, please go check out Donnyland, Jen's Crochet. Very close friends and live streamers at the Disneyland Resort. Definitely want to check them out. Thank you, Windy Girl. We love you, Jen. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for tuning in to us. So basically the process of this, folks, is what I'm doing here is I'm going to roast them. There's two different areas that will spot the developmental stage when you're roasting. You want to at least hit what we call first crack. First crack means basically these beans, as they're being roasted and cooked, if you will, they start to expand. And in that process, when they start expanding, you'll hear kind of like a pop, if you will, and it starts cracking. It makes a cracking sound, and that's what we call first crack. Once you hear first crack, that means they went from like the light brown stage, and there it is right there. I don't know if that picks up on the camera, but you'll hear it kind of pop. This is kind of like a lighter roast right here, but then you definitely want to, I like taking it to second crack. And second crack is pretty much like the medium to medium dark phase in coffee. Oh, let's do it, Jen. We will definitely get the cold brew action going on. Yeah, usually roughly around the 6-minute mark is when I pretty much hear the first crack, and you can see the skin that's coming off the beans right here. You're watching green coffee being roasted right in front of your eyes. Oh, and it's starting to smell so good in here. This is fabulous. And usually each small batch like this takes around like 8 to 10 minutes, depending on the weather outside. The weather outside here plays a huge factor. The ambient temperature can dictate how quick or how slow the beans get roasted. And then all of that skin gets collected right up here. Those little flakes that you're seeing on the beans, the air pushes up all the shaft right into this collector right here. All right, now as each minute ticks away, I lower the fan speed. Again, price varies from region to the way the beans are harvested. Obviously, the beans from Hawaii, the Kona coffee, those are super expensive. Go online and look, and you will see I'm not joking. Just for a pound of beans, of green beans, can cost you up to like $20 or $30, if not more. All right, I'm hearing we're getting into like second crack here pretty quickly. And once you hear about second crack, you'll see about the oils start to develop on this. I know, we love the smell of coffee. Thankfully, we don't need the candles because we're doing it right here. All right. This one's starting to cook up pretty quickly, so I don't know if you can hear it, but can you hear the snap, crackle, and pop? This is basically second crack right here. I like to go a little bit into second crack, so let me take it a little bit further, and then I'll start the cooling down process with this one. Yeah, these are definitely cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and start the cooling down process. So now it's on a cool down cycle because I pretty much hit second crack. That took roughly around 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes or so to reach that desired level of crack. But I know, Jen, yeah, we definitely need a Living Dead Fam cold brew on a cold brew rule to rule them all. Yes. Let's do the cold brew, folks. But look at the difference. You can see the beans started out just like this. And then once I pull them out of the chamber, you guys can see they go from that to that. Hey, Lando Too Real. So, good question. Thank you for asking. We're actually doing 2 live streams today, folks. Obviously, this one that you're on right now. And we are planning on going in the park later this evening. So, I will be doing this I just started, so I'll probably about another hour and a half, give or take. I gotta fill these 2 canisters up. These are empty, so I ran out of beans. So today was a must. Whether I wanted to go live or not, I definitely needed to start doing a coffee roast. So a lot of you have been asking for coffee roasting stream. So here we are. Here we are roasting coffee. But yeah, about another hour and a half to 2 hours we will be live. So, and then we'll take a quick break. We'll go grab some dinner. And then Living Dead Mom, myself, and a special little guest surprise will be with us. If you know, you know. But we'll be in the park at Disneyland tonight as well. Possibly closing out the park. So, but welcome in, Lando. So good to see you. Because this machine does get hot, I do have these pit mitts, so definitely don't want to burn myself. Okay, let me flip the camera around so you guys can see. But welcome in, folks. We just started this roasting process. We got Sanchez, we got Windy Girl, we got Jen's Crochet, Lando Too Real. Again, if you guys have any questions, there is no, I don't say dumb questions, but there's honestly, if I inspire one of you to try that at home, that will make me super, super happy if I'm able to pass on some knowledge and information to you guys. So please ask away. Let me get this thing out of the chamber. Oh man, that smells divine. Check these out. I stepped it up a little bit on the on these Guatemalans. I went a little extra because I usually buy what's on sale, and sometimes the ones on sale, sometimes the beans are just kind of, no matter what you do, they are a little underdeveloped, but I think this one came out really good, folks. Man, look at this. Not too much chaff. I don't see too many Quakers, and I'll explain that in a minute, but I'm going to discard this right here. See? Some just came out. But this right here, it collects all of that skin that I was showing you. So I'm going to discard this. We got Miss Garcia in the house. I know, we need smell-o-vision here. Let me discard this out in our garden real quick. So yeah, this chamber pretty much collects all that skin. I don't know if it picks up, but at some beans this thing fills up, some you don't get as many. So let me throw the other batch in real quick and get the second one started while we chat. All right. All right, so basically at this point, I like to do what I like to, what do you call it? The word just escaped me right now. But I like to, what I do is pick out any imperfections in the beans. And sometimes I'll get some that are called Quakers that aren't developed. This could possibly be a Quaker here. It's just kind of a little underdeveloped. And a few of these in your bags, any uneven, lightly roasted beans, can definitely alter the effect in taste. So since I'm putting in the work, I can source out any imperfection in these beans so that way I get a decent quality cup when I roast. So these, I just throw these out. It's all natural. It's all organic. I just toss them back behind me out in the garden. And let's see. I don't really see any more. Quality control. That's what I was thinking of. Quality control. So these, we went from, this is definitely on the darker end, but we went from unroasted to roasted, and it smells fantastic. So these look pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with how these turned out. Not too bad, not too shabby. So I am going to go ahead and fill up this coffee canister. And a lot of people ask the question, Living Dead Dad, when can you start consuming these beans? When's the soonest can you go ahead and start grinding and brewing these beans right away? The answer is yes. Depends what kind of method you like, right? I like for these beans to degas. And what that means is there's a lot of gas inside these beans. And a lot of like air inside locked in from the roasting process. So what I like to do is I like to wait about a week to maybe 2 weeks before I start brewing these for espresso. As you can see, and I'll show you on a later time, when you do espresso, it's best to wait when beans are a week to 2 weeks off of roast. That way you don't get all those gases inside your cup, which is still fine, but there's like a thick layer of crema on top of those beans, and which can make it a little bit have a little bit of a acidity taste to your cup, maybe a little bit sour, but everyone's palate is different. So, hey, what's up, David Whitehead? Welcome in. How is everyone? We got Miss Garcia in the house. And I've definitely saved a ton of money. I know I'm time is money, right? I know it. I can spend at least one day out of the month dedicating, like I said, an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours, depending how many batches I want to roast. But all day long, it's so much more affordable to invest in a machine like this. Purchase unroasted beans, and you'll save a lot more money in the end when you start adding up dollars and cents. We got Aurora Disney here. What is up, Aurora Disney? So yeah, so what I'm doing basically, what you guys are witnessing right now is I'm the first few minutes, the first 3 minutes or so, I like to dry out the beans. So I have like the fan on full speed and the power like at a medium speed. And this was a learning curve for me. I researched a lot, and luckily there was a gentleman that I befriended on YouTube right here who actually did a few roasting videos that he uploaded, and I reached out to him, and he was so kind and gracious to share how he likes to roast. So I've applied that practice, and I've been able to come up with some really good roast. Sometimes I vary a little bit depending on where the beans are from or how light or how dark I want to roast. We got Ty's. Does it make the entire neighborhood smell like coffee? Yes. My neighbor directly behind me, whenever I roast, he will sometimes come out and be like, man, that smells so good. So one of these days, yeah, I think I'll actually surprise him and toss him a bag of coffee over there so he can smell, or so he can taste the coffee. But if you guys love coffee, the other good thing about this too, folks, is if you ever like to host, you have company come over, it's very rewarding to do that, to show them what you have done, that you say, hey, I roasted these myself, and it's very cool. You can give them away as gifts if you want, or start a little side business, which hopefully we'll be starting that here in the near future. But yeah, it smells fantastic. It's always nice to not only serve coffee but roast coffee that you took the time to do yourself, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So thank you, Good Vibes. I'll tell you what, it kind of didn't happen overnight, but a little backstory of how I even just got into espresso. Kind of like early days of Facebook, when like Marketplace first started coming out. I honestly, our coffee journey, my coffee journey, just started with just a regular cup of like a Mr. Coffee, which I still have, like kettle coffee, and just buying whatever ground coffee from the grocery store. And that was basically coffee for me until I figured out Facebook Marketplace, and I saw someone with an espresso machine, like a higher end machine, kind of still entry level, and like they were like practically giving it away. So I was like, you know what, that looks like fun, let me try it out. Went, purchased it, brought it home. I wasn't really too sure what to do with it. There wasn't too many videos about that specific machine, but just something about the hobby of espresso really pulled me in. So I took it upon myself. I wanted to up my game a little bit, so I invested in a machine. it's called the Breville Barista Express. It's got a built-in coffee grinder, so it's specific to that machine as far as as far as espresso goes. Yes, Jen, yeah, I do use an espresso machine to brew my coffee beans. Exactly. It's called the Breville Barista Express. And since then they've made so many different variations of that machine. You can buy it with a grinder, without a grinder. They've made it very, very easy now for anybody. If you're a newbie, they've made a lot of coffee machines now, and what's great is there's the coffee market machines, if you will, has gotten so competitive now. It's dropped the price of machines tremendously. So you no longer just have to get back in the day, there was maybe a few companies, a handful of companies that only were specific towards espresso machines, what we call semi-automatic, where you just push a button and it does it for you. I like the art of it. I like the skill of crafting your own drink, and there is a little skill to learn when doing espresso. But machines have come so far in advance now, where you basically most machines can do it for you. It comes with a little bit more of a cost, but if you really, it's an involved process. And one of these days, when we do again breakfast with the Living Dead Family, I'll show you step by step the process of from grinding to obviously from pulling a shot of espresso. It's more than just dumping beans in a machine and going out. You gotta weigh your beans if you want. There's different recipes for coffee. I like a 1-to-2 ratio, meaning I will do about 18 grams of espresso, and I will pull about 36 grams of liquid out of the machine. So again, it's a 1-to-2 ratio, and it's so complex where you can get different flavors, different tasting notes. Sometimes the water temperature of your machine, adjusting the water temperature can affect how your espresso tastes. And that's just specifically if you love black coffee or just love espresso. Once you start adding milk to your drinks and different coffee flavors, coffee syrups, most of what I'm just saying kind of goes out the door. Not all of it, but a good part of it, because once you start adding milk, then it's going to alter the taste of the actual espresso shot itself to a degree. But if you're just a pure espresso drinker, yeah, you can get something affordable for just a couple $100, and you can go all the way up. Some espresso machines go up into the thousands of dollars. And that's just the machine. If you're just starting out, two things. I would invest in, well, three actually. I would invest in a good grinder, a good quality coffee grinder, beans, buying freshly roasted beans from your local coffee roaster or online. There's a lot of good roasters online you can purchase from, and gotta have good quality water, because water is pretty much 95 to 99% of your drink, and that's the one thing I think people fail to educate the masses is you got to have good quality water. Luckily, we have a good filtration system in the house, so I don't have to worry about too much about water. But definitely you want to use good filtered water, either from the store or get like a Brita filter. I highly recommend, or bottled water as well. So let me flip this. Actually, let me discard the chapter and let me show you. I know it's getting a little windy out here. Let me flip the camera back around so you guys can see. Hey, what's up, Christina Holmes? Christina Homicide here. Holmes Alone. What is up? All right, so that was just that batch that I did, but let me show you the layers of chaff here, the chaff collector. It's just kind of light and fluffy. But yeah, you can just easily discard it either in the trash. I just like throwing it out here in the yard. It's easier to manage. It'll just blow away out in the garden. Doesn't harm anything or anybody. All right. Again, guys, if you have any questions about this whole process, let us know here. If you are new here, welcome in. We are Living Dead Fam. I'm Living Dead Dad. Aside from all things spooky year-round, we do love our coffee consumption here at the house. So what a better way to do coffee than to roast beans ourselves. And that's what I love doing. All right, I'm going to start this one here. And start this batch. And I'm going to make a few adjustments on this. Here we go. I know, we definitely got smell-o-vision in here going on, folks. Let's see a little bit of imperfections here. Not too much. This has been a very good bag, if you will. This has been an excellent bag of beans here. Not too shabby, folks. If I can only pull out just a couple of Quakers in here, just a small handful, then I'm doing really good. There's been other bags of beans that I purchased, and the quality, I mean, I know the price reflects the quality. I think this bag I purchased was about $7 or $8 a pound. Typically, I like kind of stay around like the $5 mark a pound, but stepped it up just a little bit on the quality here. So I think this one's really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in with the rest here. Planet Judah, welcome in to Roasting with the Living Dead Fam. How are ya? Again, happy Sunday. It is Memorial Day weekend, folks. You guys have any other plans besides watching Living Dead Fam right here on the tube? What's up, folks? We got Planet Judah. We also have Christina Holmes. We got Pirate Dawn in the house. We got Miss Garcia. What is up? We got Sanchez. We got Jen's Crochet here. We got good vibes. Again, if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions here, maybe someone here is ninja watching saying, no, Living Dead Fam, you're doing this all wrong. Or if you have anything you want to lend to me, please let me know. We are open to suggestions, open to feedback. But hopefully I can, like I said, educate maybe one or two of you here. If you guys want to learn more about this or have questions, I definitely want to, please feel free to reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to lend my knowledge. I've spent several hours not only just doing this, but consuming and learning, educating myself right here on YouTube. So, and I'll be more than happy to point you into the right direction of content creators that I love, adore, admire, and follow. So hopefully they can be a good source of information to you as well. But welcome in, folks. We are roasting coffee beans here on Living Dead Fam. Welcome to the backyard. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of content. I know coffee's probably not for everyone, and that's okay. This is kind of a hobby for me. Maybe someday turn into a business. We will see. If there's a demand for some LDF coffee, we will definitely look into that here in the near future. Do you ever make unusual coffee drinks like using orange juice? That's a fantastic question, Planet Judah. I have not that, but I'm so intrigued, and I've seen several Instagram viral videos of orange juice and coffee. Maybe one of these days, friend, I will try some iced orange juice coffee. I know it sounds crazy, but I always hear it's really good. So maybe on the next live stream when we're doing lattes with Living Dead Fam, I definitely want to show, since it's getting warmer and it's getting, what do I want to say? It's getting hotter. And maybe some of you don't like hot coffee. Maybe we got some cold coffee drink lovers here. Let me know if you guys like cold coffee. I would love to show you guys how I like to do an Americano. Not just an iced Americano, but what I like to call an Arcano, and that's really, really fun. Yes, orange juice and coffee, folks. Maybe I will be the guinea pig and try some OJ and coffee for you guys. I don't have OJ at the moment. I'm gonna have to go look for a good quality orange juice. Maybe go to Sprouts and see what they have. But I believe I can find a decent, good cup of OJ. And yeah, do some OJ and coffee together. Alright, while we're waiting for this batch to roast, let me know here in the chats, what do you guys put in your coffee? Do we have any just straight up black coffee drinkers? Are you guys iced coffee drinkers? Are you guys cold brew? Do you guys put cream and sugar? Or what is your go-to Starbucks order? There is no wrong way to make coffee, folks. We all have different palates. We all have different tastes that we like. Some like dark, bolder coffees. We got Gleep and Gloop here. What's up, Gleep and Gloop? I tried Coca-Cola with a shot of espresso before for science. Christina Holmes, what was the outcome? What was the outcome of that science experiment? Do you give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down? We want to know. I prefer cream and sugar, but I drink it black or cold brew or coconut milk. That sounds really good. I don't think I've ever had coconut milk before, to be honest with you. Again, there's so many different ways to brew coffee, folks. There is no wrong way to have that final cup. Gloop like a hint of coffee with this cream and sugar. Yeah, just a splash of coffee, right? That's what I call Starbucks coffee. In all honesty, folks, I think, in all due respect, there's nothing wrong with Starbucks coffee, but there is a lot of sugar, I believe, that they throw in those coffee drinks. I follow Morgan Drinks Coffee, and she has some crazy concoction. Planet Jujuda, you and me both. I love Morgan Drinks Coffee. She comes up with some fantastic, amazing drinks, stuff I would never, ever think of putting together. But yeah, Morgan Drinks Coffee, man, she is incredible. That's a great suggestion, Jujuda. Pirate Dawn, Caramel Ribbon Crunch Frap. Holy cow. Is that from Starbucks, or is that your own, Pirate Dawn? Let me know what is in a Caramel Ribbon Crunch Frap. That sounds really good. It wasn't my favorite, but it did the job. Yeah, there's several different ways to do this coffee thing, folks. Yeah, EXP, 100%. I definitely agree with you. And I've said this on past live streams before, is one of my friends, one of my coworkers, I used to actually be a Starbucks manager, and he would always tell me, he's like, Starbucks purposely over roast their beans because most of the clientele that goes there, they're not there for the flavors and the nuances of just straight black coffee. It's a small demographic that goes there for their specialty coffee, if you will. But they purposely over roast, like blacken their beans because of all the other ingredients they throw in those cups, meaning the sugars, the sauces, the creams, all of that washes out the bitterness and of black coffee. So they could easily, I guess, get away with over roasting their beans since they don't. No one really goes to Starbucks. I don't want to say no one, but a small majority only goes there that really likes their black coffee. And hey, if that's you, more power to you. I respect you. Again, but I would prefer myself to purchase coffee unroasted like this, and again, invested in this coffee roasting machine. And there's nothing else. There's no going back for me. If I don't have time, absolutely no time, then yeah, I will go support one of our local coffee roasters here and get a pound of coffee. And like I said, if this is just too much for you, if it's too involved, definitely go get some freshly roasted beans. And there's a difference. There's a Best Buy date on bags. I would highly avoid bags like that off the shelf because you never know when those were roasted. Those could have been roasted several months ago, and they quickly age very fast. And who knows how long they've been there, even though they're in a nice sealed bag with a little degas knob to let the gases escape the bag. However, once you open that bag and the air comes in, the coffee quickly stales really fast. So unless you have some good canisters to keep the coffee fresh, like I said, I would highly recommend from purchasing coffee from a roaster, and always check the bag for a roast date. That's very, very important. Not a roast, not a fresh buy day, because that's just a general date that they can throw on there, and that it really coffee gets stale really fast because you never know when they were roasted and such. So let me discard this real quick. Let me pour these beans onto my cooling plate here. Usually the chamber gets around between 400 degrees, maybe to 450. But check this out. I'll get to your chat in a second. Yeah, so this is a very good one. Let me discard the chaff here real quick. Let me throw in this next batch here. Powered down from Starbucks, buttery caramel syrup blended with coffee, milk, and ice, then topped with a layer of dark caramel sauce, whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and a crunchy caramel sugar topping. Holy cow. That sounds divine. That pretty much sounds like a dessert drink. Again, there's nothing wrong with Starbucks. In fact, all that stuff sounds really, really yummy. If once in a blue moon I will find myself in a Starbucks getting a type of drink like that, just for dessert. Not too often, but again, once in a blue moon. I was a barista. It's a grind back at Christina Holmes. Maybe you can give me some tips and tricks, friend. I would love to hear your experience working at It's a Grind. And that chain, I believe, is still around here. Let me start this. I like starting this while I go through the process here of sorting out these beans here. All right, here we go. This looks another good batch right here. I mean, check it out, folks. Look at this stuff. It's kind of like a medium. I'm getting pretty close to dark here, so I typically go medium. Might make a few adjustments when I go into this one here. And I might go a little bit lighter on here, but overall this still isn't bad. This is good. And as these beans degas, you'll start to see a coat of oil on these. I mean, I can go a little darker and these will get really oily. I don't like them to get too terribly oily, but this is good right here. This is a good roast. In the summer, we like to inject those directly in Marathon. Let's see. Whenever Starbucks, I taught how to taste the flavor of black coffee EXP. Maybe you can educate me as well. Again, I am always open to learning. I didn't realize we had some coffee experts here in the chat. That is incredible. We got El Compa Jeezy in the house at El Compa. El Compa Jeezy. What is up? Welcome in. My favorite part was roasting the beans and learn how to make a killer hot chocolate. Okay, Christina Holmes, you gotta make your boy here a killer hot chocolate. Let me go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. We got EXP, a former barista at Starbucks. How to taste the flavor in black coffee. Hot, cold, warm, frozen ice cream matters. All delicious, right? Starbucks make it sure because the coffee is extra bitter. Absolutely. Wasn't my favorite, but did the job. Okay, I think we are caught up in the chat here. If I missed you, come back out if I missed your comment. We got Compa, we got Good Vibes, we got Miss Garcia, EXP, Peppermint Mocha for the win. LDF, it's just like wine. You have the taste notes and the coffee and you slurp it. Yeah, so EXP, I'm sure you probably went to some cupping sessions. Let me know, is that right? Were you part of the cupping experience? Did you guys taste it like that? That's a whole, I would love to go to some type of a cupping experience. I mean, I could cup myself, but I would love to learn from experts first before I dive into cupping myself. A lot of slurping, a lot of noises go into the cupping experience, where you get to pretty much sample beans that have been freshly roasted. You guys have some amazing suggestions for coffee drinks. Again, there's no wrong way to brew coffee or roast coffee. As long as you're brewing something tasty, right? That's all that matters. Let me know in the chat, do you guys enjoy these type of streams? Do you love these coffee streams? Do you love roasting with the Dead Fam? Do you love lattes with Living Dead Fam? That's right, I even taught myself how to do a little bit of latte art in Living Dead Mom's cup. So it works out because I like black coffee. Living Dead Mom likes milk-based drinks. She loves her lattes. So I like to make, sometimes I will split the shot, and she likes getting, she does a caramel pecan latte, sugar-free. When Starbucks is training, you sit with the manager, oh, and do the cupping. See, that would be fun to do the cupping experience. I got you, EXP. I'll do some latte art for you. You can actually do some latte art if you're doing like some an Americano with some foam as well. Oh, I started using the Farm Life protein milk as my creamer. That sounds delicious. How do you like that, Christina Holmes? Let me see. Right now, the temperature, as I get towards the end of the roast here, let me see what the temperature is. So yeah, it's already 450 degrees. 450, 458. So yeah, it's definitely getting hot in this chamber right here. Again, it all depends on the ambient temperature. We will not be there. Maybe some of our other friends will be at Disneyland tomorrow for Memorial Day. Ooh, it's really good and it makes for good foam as well. Does anyone out there use a milk frother, like a cold, like one of those wand frothers? I know most espresso machines have a steam wand, but I know you can actually purchase one of those battery powered frothers, and they're really good for if you want like some cold foam to put on top of your cold brew. Yeah, those are the best. Those come in clutch if you want some like just some cold foam on top of your coffee, even if you're just doing milk-based drinks or just black coffee, iced coffee. If you want to throw on some of that cold foam. Actually, I do not have a cold foam or a milk frother. I need to get one of those just to have as a backup. They're relatively cheap. I think you can get them for like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 bucks. Right now it's about 480 degrees in the chamber right now. Usually by the end of the roast it starts pushing up to the 500 mark here. Now, if you guys can hear, this is about second crack like I was talking earlier. And it pretty much sounds like if you're supposed to get Rice Krispie treats and pour milk over that bowl of cereal, it sounds like Rice Krispie treats, the snap, crackle, and pop. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and I think this is how well into second crack there. Yeah, it does sound like Rice Krispie treats. I don't know if it picks up the audible noise of all the popping picks up on here. I know the machine's a little bit on the noisy end. Again, you can do this in your house. I prefer to do it outside. Not that I don't like the smell of coffee going throughout the house, but you have to have some good ventilation in there as well, because this is a heat source. So do it under a fan or next to a window. Open your window and set this machine up next to a window. But yeah, if you really, really, truly love the smell of coffee going throughout your home, I love it. I just don't want the smell to just linger constantly. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Yeah, let us know if you guys love streams like this. I will continue to do more of these. I've pretty much done, I think since my last roasting stream, I've pretty much done like 3 or 4 of them. Just kind of been like in a hurry and just threw it together. But I know a lot of you guys have been requesting here in the chat, so I figured, it's time to do another live stream coffee roasting here. You can linger some hazelnut coffee anytime. I do have some hazelnut coffee flavors in the kitchen. Kevin Avendano, what is up, friend? Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing? We got Kevin Avendano, we got Okompa GZ in here, we got Wendy Girl, we got EXP, we got Anthony 626, we got the 626 fam in here. What is happening, folks? Welcome in. I'm LDDad. We are roasting coffee, giving you a little education on the coffee roasting process. Let me know if you are new here. Feel free to come on out and say hello. We love meeting all of our Living Dead fam here. If you are an experienced coffee connoisseur or coffee roaster, please share your thoughts, ideas, and opinions. Again, I am self-taught. I've learned right here on YouTube from other content creators, so I'm always open. I'm always educating myself in the coffee industry, if you will. I'm always looking up new coffee gear, from grinders to machines, big and small, affordable, expensive. I'm always looking, window shopping, if you will, at coffee in general. And it's a fun hobby. I enjoy it. I learned how to do this during lockdown, during COVID, during quarantine. That's how I got into coffee roasting. Let me flip this back around. But welcome in, folks. Coffee is life, Kevin Avendano. I agree 1,000%. Let me take this batch out of the chamber so you guys can get a close-up of how this one turned out. I'll see. I saw a little bit of Quakers in here. I'm not sure if we have any more, but let me get a look at that. Take a look at that while I discard some of this coffee skin out of the chamber. All right. While that's cooling, let me continue to weigh out some more beans. I will go through this with a fine-tooth comb in a second. But let me first weigh out some beans. Welcome in, folks. If you are new here, we are roasting some Guatemalan coffee here. They recommend roasting this from medium to dark, which is exactly what we are doing today. These have some tasty notes of chocolate, nutty, lemon, and floral. There's the barcode here. Feel free to go shop them. I'm not sponsored by any means from any of the products you are watching in this video. I love buying coffee, unroasted beans from several of these stores. This is just one of a few that I like purchasing from. This machine here is the Fresh Roast SR 540. They have an SR 800, which the coffee chamber is a little bit taller, so you can fit a little bit more. You can do much larger batches. Of course, that comes with a higher price tag. Check their website for accurate pricing. I know with different things happening in the world, there's price increases on just everything, not just coffee in general, but there's across the board, there's prices everywhere. So yeah, so one of these, like I like to call a Quaker, it's not terrible, but any underdeveloped lighter beans I discard. Do not want them in my cup or in the grind, if you will. All right, let me put these in with the rest. We got Sandra Channel. What is up, friend? How are you, Sandra Channel? Happy Sunday. Happy holiday weekend. It is Memorial Day. Stay safe out there, folks, whatever you guys are doing. If you guys are out and about, traveling, visiting family, going to barbecues, going to friends and families, graduations, whatever the case may be, have a great time today. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Hopefully nobody has work tomorrow. All right, that is that one there. Let me go ahead and weigh out some more beans. It does get a little messy, but it's just the chaff that blows around from doing this, so not too bad. We got EXP, we got Sandra Channel here, Christina, Holmes alone. It's great to see you, or need to be on the Disney lives more. I know, Christina, you need to come out onto these live streams more often, friend. Christina's all over the place. Again, I like to weigh about 4 ounces of green unroasted beans. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Go ahead and, while I'm weighing out the others, I'm going to go ahead and start this next batch. Okay, I try to make this affordable. I've done research. This scale is very affordable on Amazon. If I can remember to find the link for you guys, I'll drop it here after the live. But a lot of this stuff, again, we have saved so much money over the course of owning the espresso machine and to purchasing coffee beans unroasted. You can save a substantial amount of money by doing what I'm doing right here. Again, this isn't for everyone. It is a little time consuming, but I don't mind. This is definitely a hobby of mine. I definitely went down that rabbit hole, like I was saying earlier, during COVID and lockdown and quarantine, as far as roasting goes, because I was already deep into the espresso coffee hobby that I didn't mind learning the coffee roasting process. So I invested in this little coffee roaster here, which some of you might call it a sample roaster. And this is just only one method. You can use anything with a heat source. You can do it on the stove, in the oven. I haven't tried those methods yet. They do they do sell small handheld devices. And forgive me, I can't remember the names of it. But if you can remember, do you remember those back in the day, those old popcorn? They look like they had the little wire hanger at the end, and you could just do it over the stove and make popcorn out of that. They sell something very, very similar for your coffee as well. Well, we got Christina. We got good vibes. We got EXP. What is up, Living Dead fam? How is everyone doing? Have fun at your Fiesta Sandra channel. I miss those days. Have a great time. Go grub out, eat to your heart's content. They always have the best food at those fiestas. Again, we will also be live later tonight, folks. We have a little special guest joining us. If you know, you know. Again, turn on notifications so you don't miss when LDF goes live from Disneyland, or just live in general. Great question. The OC Fair, I would love to. It's been so long since we've done the fair in general. I know that's coming up, at the pretty much July, right? Isn't that 4th of July weekend is when that whole thing starts? At the moment on the books, not quite yet. Maybe in the future. Hopefully we can carve out some time. Let me know, is anyone planning on going to any fairs, whether it's the Del Mar, OC, what's the other one? LA County Fair, Ventura Fair. I know, does Midsummer Scream count as the fair? It might as well be a fair, right? In case you're wondering, this is just the stained from the several times I've been roasting, so it's a little tough to get off, and I don't want to break. This is a glass chamber, so you have to be really careful when cleaning this. So I just kind of just leave it as it is. It doesn't affect or alter the taste of the beans at all. I just kind of leave it as is. And thank you, mods, for dropping links tonight. I see you guys, so thank you so much. I forgot to thank you, mods, earlier, so thank you, mods, for being here with us tonight, making this a fun, friendly atmosphere for all of us. So you guys rock. Thank you so much. All right, so that's first crack. Again, I don't know if that picks up on this camera or not, or on the audio, over the hum of the sound of this unit here, but that is first crack. That's the first developmental stage of this process. And those are pops, like, if there's like a few, like 4 or 5 seconds between each pop, that's considered first crack. Here in a few short minutes, you will start to hear the time of the popping sound gets narrow and narrow. It really sounds like Rice Krispie treats in a bowl of milk, or just Rice Krispies in general. And welcome in if you guys are new here. We are Living Dead Fam. We just caught us on a coffee roasting stream. We don't do these too terribly often, but since your boy here, Living Dead Dad, loves coffee, I like bringing you guys along my coffee journey, and I'm sharing my experience with you all. Smells so good out here, folks. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cool this one down. What's up, everyone? If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing here, what you stumbled upon, what is happening, everyone? Again, I'm Living Dead Dad. I love doing this whole coffee roasting thing. We were due for some coffee beans, some freshly roasted coffee beans. It's been a minute. My 2 coffee canisters were running empty, so it was time to whip out the machine, turn on the live stream, and show you guys the coffee roasting process here. Again, let me know, does anyone want to try this on their own? Is anyone willing to give it a shot? Let me know if you guys are interested in this. Again, there's a few content creators that I love following. You guys have mentioned one of them, Morgan Drinks Coffee. Amazing content creator. Lance Hedrick is really good. If you're interested in purchasing a machine, I highly recommend checking out Lance Hedrick here on YouTube. He does deep dives into machines and pretty much answers a lot of questions that you might have or are just new to coffee, espresso, the hobby of coffee. Who else? James Hoffman, literally the godfather of coffee as well. Highly recommend checking out James Hoffman, a fantastic content creator. Again, these are just a few people, a few content creators that have given their time generously to the coffee community to get guys like myself to do this, to take a chance on it. Again, it's a small little investment, and hey, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you might want to use it a couple times and say, you know, I don't really like this. At least you're not spending too much on something like this. You can resell a lot of this gear for a decent price and try to at least make most of your money back, if not break even. But a machine like this, again, I haven't checked lately. I bought it about 4 years ago. When was lockdown? 4, maybe 5 years ago. I think at the time it was around 150. And it's done very well for me. And the long scope of things, or I say the big scope of things, it has definitely saved us a ton of money at the end. I know people, I have friends that go to Starbucks 3 times a day. They will go there for breakfast. They'll get like they'll have their morning cup of coffee. They'll get maybe like a breakfast sandwich or whatever, and then they go to they'll go back for lunch, grab like I don't know, another drink, another snack, if you will, and then on the way home they will go and grab another something from Starbucks for dinner. So do the math on if you consume Starbucks. I know that's on the extreme end, consuming Starbucks like 3 times a day, but there might be a few of you out there, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just doing this to show you guys that there is affordable options. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of research, but hopefully by watching these videos here, either this one or past videos or other content creators, maybe you guys might can save a few bucks here and there. And a few bucks adds up over time, that's for sure. And trust me, I'm proof to let you guys know that you can definitely save some money for sure. That's a lot of coffee for me, right? Yeah, going 3 times a day. And maybe it's not just coffee. Maybe they'll have coffee in the morning to start their day. But you know Starbucks, they just don't sell coffee there. They have their lemonades or their iced teas, their refresher drinks. So Starbucks has you covered for all of your either coffee or tea consumption needs. They got the market on that. That is for sure. But it does come with the cost, folks, if you frequent Starbucks. And I'm just saying Starbucks. There's other chains out there that that can add up. You know, there's Dunkin' Donuts. You know, I don't think anyone goes to Dunkin' for the donuts. Everyone goes for their coffee drinks. Obviously, it's a grind as well. It's a smaller chain. What else is there? Oh gosh, Dutch Brothers Coffee is another one. Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. There's several companies out there. There's so much at our fingertips, really, literally just a drive away or a DoorDash away to have coffee at your front door, or a drive-through away, I should say. They make it so easy and accessible to get coffee. But I enjoy doing this again. This doesn't bother me, this whole process. I said I enjoy doing it. Hopefully in the near future I can share this, literally share these beans with you guys. What do you think, guys? From green like this, green Guatemalan, to freshly roasted Guatemalan. It smells so good. I can't wait to taste this. Again, I'm probably gonna wait within a week. I still have a few beans left from my previous batch that I'm gonna get through first, and that's I try to time out roasting depending on like how much coffee I have left in one of these canisters. If I'm getting really like super close to getting low, I got to make sure, okay, let me do a coffee roasting session real quick so I can make sure that I have, by the time these have degassed in these canisters, that they'll be ready, and I'll get all the fun tasting notes right away. So let me start this one here. All right. I'll get to the chat in a quick second. Let me go through these real quick. Get out any imperfections. And I'm just kind of going by the naked eye here. I'm not spotting too many. Trying to get the extra layers of skin off of these. What's also good is to get like a big fan and put them in front of these. There's definitely high-tech machines that do that work for you, so you don't have to do this. But again, that comes with a cost. It could be an expensive hobby, but you can recoup your losses and turn it into a business. Again, I have not done that yet, so I don't want to completely put myself out there in saying that, but from what I've researched and experienced, if you have a good quality bean and you have some good clientele you have established some good relationships over time, then hey, if you have a good product, and people will refer your beans or your business to other customers or consumers. Windy Girl, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. You have a great day at work, friend. We got Most Wanted in the house. Speaking of Most Wanted, welcome in, friend. Most Wanted, because of your suggestion a while ago, I got some Guatemalan beans. I'm pretty sure it was you that said, have I tried some Guatemalan beans? Here, let me flip this around so you guys can see, or we're most wanted to see. This is from Berman Coffee Traders, some Guatemalan. But what is up? What is up, Monica Gonzalez? Welcome in to the live stream, my friend. How are you? Did I get that right, Most Wanted? I'm pretty sure it was you that said, or asked if I've tried some Guatemalan. We got Windy Girl, we got EXP, we got Windy Girl heading out for work. Thank you again for appearing. Gleep and Gloop, you may have already answered this, but adding flavor while roasting, can you use spices like cinnamon sticks, oils, or flavor? Yes, you can, Gleep and Gloop. I haven't dived deep into that, but I know there's another brand that I like. I haven't tried it in a while, but they are called Bones Coffee, and they too actually put different flavors in their beans, actually soak the beans after they are done roasting. I'm pretty sure that's the process to get different types of flavors. They're fun. They're not typically for me, but for the most part, check out Bones Coffee Company online and give them a shot. They're definitely fun. They have several different flavors of beans. You really don't have to add anything to it, because I mean, gosh, they have cinnamon. They have they have different pumpkin flavored beans. They got depending on the season. They have during the Christmas season. They have different holiday types of beans as well. So definitely check out Bones Coffee. They are a lot of fun. We got Most Wanted. We got Monica, Gleep and Gloop, EXP. Most wanted, most haunted here. Gleep and gloop. And yes, Midsummer Scream counts as the fair. We got 41 Mad Monster likes, folks. That is impressive. I didn't think we would hardly get any, but thank you guys so much. While it's on the top of my mind, if you haven't done so yet, do us a huge favor. It helps this family. It helps you guys out. We're all a family here. Let's grow this family here and Monster Mash that like button for us. We greatly appreciate it. What's up, Tim Rose? Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Happy Sunday. How is your holiday weekend? How is everyone's holiday weekend? What has everyone got planned? Thank you, Christina Holmes. You are awesome, my friend. I know I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the stream, but I definitely wanted to start this stream a little earlier. We had a late night last night. Shout out to Slim Devin. Happy birthday to you, friend. We had a great time spending time with our other park streamer friends, which is basically family as well. You guys know we're all one big Living Dead fam. So shout out to everyone that joined us last night for celebrating Slim Devin. Happy birthday, friend. Hopefully we can see you a little bit later tonight from Disneyland. Again, if you guys didn't get enough dose of LDF today, right now, don't worry, we will be picking up the stream after this. We will be heading into the park tonight, so you get some more LDF in your diet, folks. We got good vibes. Most wanted, Miss Garcia, Tim Rose, hanging out with us. We have Sandra Channel heading out to her fiesta from church, getting some grub. Any barbecues this weekend? What are y'all doing? What, besides watching us here on LDF, what are you guys doing for the weekend? I know you guys are a bunch of party animals. I'm gonna need another coffee, so I can't stay up for the whole stream tonight. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I might have to brew another cup of coffee for tonight. I don't know, maybe if I'm a little daring, I know our kitchen's a little bit on the messy side, I'll just have to keep the camera pointed at the coffee machine. Maybe I will show you guys an arcano. I'm grilling out all 3 days. You are the grill master, 626. Where's the invite, my friend? We will be there. If you are grilling, we're heading over to your place, 626. Good Vibes did the partying yesterday with some White Claws and some chips and guac. If I know my Good Vibes. They partied it down. I mean, it's almost time to bust out the Blackstone, folks. And we can make some shrimp fried rice. How about some bacon wrap hot dogs for your diet with some grilled onions and some grilled peppers, folks. Ooh, ceviche, ready for a Dodgers game. Ceviche, I'm coming for that ceviche, my friend. All right. We got some Los Doyer fans in the house. What's going on, folks? Living Dead Fam here. Are you guys enjoying this content here? Again, it's probably not for everyone. For some of you, it might be like watching paint dry on a wall, which I like to say. But hopefully, you guys are enjoying this. I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll just fire up this black stone and we'll throw it down. We'll do some bacon wrapped hot dogs, some shrimp fried rice. Maybe throw some burgers on the grill. Not making any promises, but maybe one of these days, once the temperature kicks up a little bit, 4th of July weekend, maybe we'll do something fun in the backyard. Have some grilling, have some good times. But yeah, I'm gonna come crash some of y'all places. I know we got quite the cooks, quite the chefs here, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Again, guys, if you have any questions about any of this stuff that I'm doing here, like what the heck am I doing? Why am I not at Disneyland? Why aren't we at the parks? We will be a little later. So, but for now, it was time to do some coffee roasting. I am turning in some Guatemalan coffee beans, unroasted, into this right here. Oh man, that smells so good, folks. Again, give it a shot. Try it out, folks. You got Living Dead Fam in your back pocket. I'm in your corner. If you guys want to try this out, let me know. I'd be more than happy to share what I know with you guys, and or give you some good direction on how to research. Excuse me. Where I've learned from. I've learned all right here on YouTube, folks. So again, I'm not officially trained. I'm pretty much a self-taught home barista. I'm probably making several mistakes. If anyone that's watching this after the live saying, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're saying this wrong, you're not doing this. Hey, call me out on this stuff, folks. I'm an open book. I'm open to feedback, criticism. I'm here to learn. Hey, if you're not learning something every day, you're not growing. That's kind of how I look at life. I'm always educating myself on something. Most Wanted is on his way for some coffee. Let's party, my friend. Let's do this. All right, this batch is about to be done with its cooling phase here. Let me take this one out. Who else is coming over for some lattes with LDF and or some stadium dogs? We were just talking about that last night. Speaking of last night, if you guys did not catch our episode, the 4th Fogcast episode, it is up now. You can watch the live stream and or listen to the audio version of it on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartMusic, and many more to come. Or you can definitely check it out, audio version, under the podcast section of our channel. You can search us on those other platforms, like I mentioned, at Living Dead Fam Presents the Fogcast. So definitely want to check that out. All right. We're going to keep this party rolling. Let's see, that should fill up that one. Then I still got to fill this bad boy up right here. Alright, let's stick this on top. And let's get back in business. Alright, time for some quality control here. Okay, this is a lightly underdeveloped bean here called a Quaker. I might discard that. Sometimes it's maybe just the skin that didn't come off. But yeah, definitely want to check out last night's episode. It was a good one. We had some... one of our guests has been performing with knots since 1997. Were you guys even born yet? In the mid to late 90s. Yeah, they told some very, very fun, great stories of haunt back in the day. Alright, let me fill this guy up. You know, because the best part of waking up is LDF in your cup. Who needs Folgers? No, I'm kidding. Folgers isn't bad. Again, if you want to really up your coffee game, get a good grinder. Not a blade one, an actual conical or a flat burr. I have a built-in grinder built into my my espresso machine. Yes, quality control. What's up, folks? Welcome in. Let's see, who else is here with us? I like the taste of Guatemalan coffee. I might have to try some Guatemalan coffee. We got Sanchez, Kevin, Avendano's on his way. We got Monica, Living Dead Dad, you making us iced coffee. You know, I have to see if we do have some ice. I know we get a little low on the ice. I know the kids kind of destroy the ice. Now that I'm thinking of it, I know most want. I'm going to go over there for some ceviche and a Dodger game. That sounds like the perfect Sunday afternoon. The weather is relatively decent here. I think it's only going to get to like the low 80s today. Last time I checked. I'm going to have to get some Guatemalan now, man. I mean, I got the Guatemalan here, and I can't wait to try this. I said, I'm going to wait probably about a week or so to, or maybe sooner. It depends. I think I only have a little bit of coffee left, so it might be less than a week. I like to wait a week to 2 weeks to try what I'm just roasting today, but it might be a little sooner. I'll let you guys know. Living Dead, thank you guys. Guatemalan tastes good. I can't wait to taste it, friend. Gleep and Gloop, thank you, Living Dead, for answering that. Was also, couldn't respond, but Bones Coffee Company got it. Yeah, Bones Coffee, check them out. They're kind of like a horror-themed coffee roaster, if you will, that makes some delicious horror-themed coffee bags. Coffee flavors. Go check them out. They're a lot of fun too. Surfer Girl, what is up, Surfer Girl? Welcome in. She says, hello, Living Dead fam. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. If you are just joining us, welcome. I'm Living Dead Dad. We are here at the Casa de LDF, and we are roasting. This is the Fresh Roast SR 540, and we are roasting some green coffee beans. These are unroasted beans. This is what it looks like. This is basically a seed of a cherry, which is farmed from Guatemala, harvested and shipped out to a bunch of suppliers. And that's just one of several farmers around the globe. There's Mexican chipas. There's, again, there's Kona coffee from Hawaii. Central America, South America, you name it. There's that belt around the globe, which is perfect for coffee harvesting and growing. And you can see the coffee changing colors right before your eyes, folks. Miss Garcia, Surfer Girl, Gleep and Gloop. quality control. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or want to be part of our ghost story night, that's right, we also do ghost stories with the Living Dead fam. Thank you, Miss Garcia, for dropping our email address. Send us an email, livingdeadfamily@gmail.com. Send us your ghost story. We'll be more than happy to read it back to you on a live stream for our guest. We got Marcos Gonzalez. I Living Dead. I hope that you're having a wonderful and beautiful Sunday while making us iced coffee. You have a nice backyard. Would love to get your family together with yours. Thank you so much. Marcos is already barbecuing and grilling in the backyard here. He's ready for a barbecue and a slide. Again, we already got the Blackstone over here ready for summer grilling. Bring the carne asada. Let's go, my friend. We will have a fiesta back here. But what's that? We got some Knott's Berry Farm alum in the house. What's going on, Marcos? The brother of Father Time, Saul. And we also got Monica in the house. The sister of Saul, sister of Father Time. How are you guys? Thank you, Gleeping Gloop, for checking us out. We appreciate that, friend. Glad you guys liked the Fogcast. We got more coming, folks. We got more Fogcast heading your way. We got Ariana Nunez Reyes in the house. What is up, Ariana? Nice to have you here with Living Dead fam. How are you? Welcome into the live stream. Thank you for coming out and saying hello. So nice to have you here. All right, this is about second crack right here. This is where I like to start the cooling down phase. So let me go ahead and start that right about now before it gets too developed. I like a medium to like a medium dark roast. Hey, what is going on, folks? We got Gleep in Gloop, Ariana Nunez Reyes, welcome in. We got Miss Garcia here. You're welcome, Monica. We are huge fans of all of you guys here. I know we got a ton of ninja watchers out there. Hopefully someday we can get our lurkers out from the graves, out from the crypts, and into the cemetery right here. But welcome in, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are about halfway through this roasting process right here. I got a little bit more beans to roast, but thank you so much. Ariana says, always a pleasure hanging in there, but it's going. Thank you. How are you and the family? I want a coffee. Who's ready for a coffee? Glad to hear you are okay. You are here with us. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Happy holiday weekend. What is up, Surfer Girl? We're just roasting coffee. We will also be in Disneyland later tonight, so after this stream we'll probably grab a bite to eat, get cleaned up, get ready to go into the parks tonight. We have a small guest with us tonight, joining Living Dead Mom and myself, so that should be a lot of fun. You'll probably get me on the camera most of the time. Surprise, surprise. but we'll have a good time tonight. Again, it is a holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend, folks. We're having a blast brewing coffee here, or should I say roasting coffee. I already had my cup this morning. Maybe I will give you guys a little glimpse. I'm not going to make promises with you. I really want to see if we have any ice available to us. I know we have an ice machine that doesn't work too well, so sometimes, hopefully the kids haven't killed the ice in the ice maker, because I want to show you guys a fun, cool summer drink that I like to make, since I like black coffee. Maybe some of you guys might like it as well, but it's a fun drink. Let's see here. Let me flip this back around. Take us with you to, you will, Ariana. You guys will be going to Disneyland tonight. Surfer Girl, oh good, maybe I will see you in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. Living Dead Dad. Yes, Surfer Girl, I will probably see you in the morning. We got Sanchez here tonight. Again, it is always nighttime. I know it's during the day, but usually when we live stream it, it's always nighttime for us, so you might just hear me say tonight all the time. All right. Let's check out this batch. I already filled this guy up, so now it's time to fill this one. I do like this honesty. I like this canister a little bit better than this one. This one, it's okay, but I like the seal on this one better. If you guys want some good coffee storage, this is by Fellow. And here, let me just show you real quick. Let me get those out of the chamber. This in here. Okay, I don't know if that comes up on the camera. Hopefully it does. There you go. Do some, again, quality control. Let me take this out. Let me discard the chaff. Excuse the backyard, folks. I know. Try not to show too much of the backyard because I still have some work to do back here. There's still have some weeds I need to get rid of and some foxtails that aren't good for the fur babies, but definitely need to get on top of that a little bit more. All right. Let's see here. Not seeing too many underdeveloped beans. For the most part, these Guatemalans have been relatively good for the most part. I'm thoroughly impressed with this batch. They are pretty much evenly roasted. All right. Throw these in. Let me go ahead and start this one up. And then I'm going to weigh out some more beans. I have about maybe 3 more, depending on how much these weigh. But yeah, so good. So what I like about this specific canister, it's got an airtight seal. Again, this is by Fellow. And you basically twist the top like this. And this little indicator button right here, I'm basically sucking all the air out of this canister. And then you'll hear it pop, and it kind of turns into like, that little button goes down, this one right here. And that means all the air is sucked out, and you can see a green little indicator down there. I don't know if that picks up on the camera. But it basically sucks out the air, so it keeps the beans a little bit more fresher in here and lasts longer. And when you're ready, you just depress this button here. That pops back up, and then your beans are right there for consumption. There's another one I have my eye on. It's called, I think it's called Airscape. Definitely want to look into that. Definitely a bigger chamber than this, but highly, highly recommend if you're gonna spend the time and money in roasting beans. Highly recommend getting a good canister to store your beans in that keeps them fresh, because that's important. You always, once the air and the oxygen hits beans like this, then they start to go stale pretty fast. So coffee storage is always key to having fresh beans as well. Just a tip for you guys out there. I'll get to the chat in a second. Let me weigh out some more beans here. Yes, we got you, Alyssa. We will be taking you guys to Disneyland. We will be on the live stream tonight, folks. So don't you worry about a thing. You can also do this, it just came to mind too, you can also roast, they do sell decaf. Decaf green beans as well. So I haven't technically roasted decaf beans, but they do also sell decaf, just so you guys know. What's up, Holly in the house? What's happening? How are you, friend? Good to see you, Holly. Who else is jumping in here? We got Ariana. It's a lot of processing with the coffee beans, but it looks fun. Yeah, again, this really isn't for everyone. If you're a true hobbyist, enthusiast, it's a lot of fun. I didn't know I was until I just dived in completely to it, so I figured, let's go all in with this. What's up, Holly? I worry if I want. What are we worrying about? Life, Holly, right? We're just worried about life. How are you, friend? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Kevin, I'll be heading out now. I'll hop on the live stream later tonight. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting us. We appreciate you. Definitely, we will catch you a little later, Kevin. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, we'll see you tonight. What is up, Lorraine? La Llorona Sandoval. What is up? Good afternoon, Living Dead Dad. What is up? Happy Sunday to you guys. I'm confused. Sometimes I might have said Saturday earlier, but happy Sunday. We're roasting coffee here in the backyard. We got Lynn in the house. Lynn, thank you so much for our Living Dead Fam buttons. We are so excited to add those to our add them to our bags, our clothing, you name it. Add them to giveaways. Thank you so much, Lynn. We greatly appreciate it. We'll show you guys those a little bit later on tonight's stream. We will definitely be bringing those. But thank you, Lynn and GeoFire, not only for supporting us, but the whole streaming community as well. Much love to you folks. We appreciate it. Gloop wanted y'all to know that the podcast from last night was quite possibly our favorite so far. It was really... thank you, Gleep and Gloop. That's our hopes. We hope that we love all of our guests, but we just want to get better and better each podcast/podcast. So thank you for that as well. We got Pirate Dom. My hobby is creating Halloween costumes. Then we're in good company here. That is amazing. Pirate Dom, you need to flip on the camera and do some live streams, and we got to see what Halloween costumes you create here, because you got the audience right here for LDF. You're welcome. We love LDF. Thank you, Lynn. Much love, and we love GeoFire and Lynn as well. Let's see, I want to make sure I didn't miss much up above. We got Holly here. We got Miss Garcia. We got Alyssa. Kylo Ren. We got Surfer Girl. I think I've caught up to you folks. Yes, we want to see Halloween costumes. See, Ariana? we got some Halloween loving folks in here. He also said that you're going to have a special little guest tonight. It's your turn to watch Mighty. Yes. I know, I don't want to get everyone's hope up. No, it's not Mighty Mel, but that would be fun if we do have a Mighty Mel. I know Mighty Mel will be coming in the near future, as well as our good friend Rockin' Ross will be in just a few short weeks, I believe. And his honey, Amy, will be in Southern California. Not today, though. We will let you guys know when our other special guests will be gracing LDF with their presence. Ooh, Pirate Dawn. I worked at Six Flags for 7 years and made my own costumes during Fright Fest. Pirate Dawn, which one was your favorite costume that you wore to Fright Fest? Out of all of those years, what did you like wearing? Also, do you sell any costumes? Do you have an online shop? If so, where can we find you? Guys, there's a nice cool breeze flying through here in the shade. It is fantastic. Yeah, it is not Mighty Mel, that's for sure. I'm sure someday we'll be pushing Mighty Mel around in a stroller. We're about first crack into this roast. We're gonna wait till second crack. I'll hold you to that, Living Dead Dad. No pressure, right? No pressure for this guy. Again, let us know, are you guys enjoying these live streams, these coffee streams? Are you guys enjoying roasting with the Living Dead fam? Or should I say roasting with Living Dead Dad at this point, right? We got Kylo Ren Sanchez. What is up, Sanchez? Kayla Mack is in the house. What is up, Mac? Brian Sevilla is in the house. What is up? We got Kayla Mack. What is up? We got Kylo Ren Sanchez, Miss Garcia. We got Gleep in Gloop. Brian Sevilla wants to learn to make a pot roast next. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some research on how to make a pot roast. I'll leave that up to Living Dead Mom. I'll leave all the cooking to Living Dead Mom. The only cooking I'll be doing is cooking these coffee beans right here. My pirate and baby doll costumes are my favorite. I keep adding to them. I don't have my own store, unfortunately. Oh, no worries. Would love to see photos of that one of these days. You follow us on Instagram. Do we follow back? Send us a DM or something of those pictures. Would love to see what you look like. What's going on? Excuse our fur babies here. We got Kayla Mac, Miss Garcia. We got Lynn in the house. Gleep and Gloop or other alternative. Oh no, I made Living Dead Mom work now. She enjoys cooking. That's for sure. Any ideas on like a good fabric glue for someone who doesn't sew but has ambitious costume in mind? Yeah, Gleep and Gloop. Let us know in here, Kayla. I'm sorry, Pirate Dawn. Let us know if you have any suggestions for our friend Gleep and Gloop right here. Thank you, Miss Garcia. Yes, please feel free to check out our friend, good friend and fellow park streamer here, Brian Sevilla, in the house for some fun theme park live streams. Hopefully we'll run into you again. Brian, sorry we missed you the other day. I got you on camera. You were crossing the street right in front of us. Unfortunately, we had to bail out shortly after that. But hopefully we'll run into you, Brian, again here soon. All right, let me flip this boy back around. And thank you guys for tuning in, watching us roast some coffee beans. Yes, paint the night madness, that is for sure. Oh, perfect, Pirate Dom. We're going to have to check out some of your costumes there. Hopefully you have pictures on your Instagram. That would be fun to check out. All right. Here we go with that. If you just joined in, let us know what you like to put in your coffee. Any French press out there? I haven't done French press. I do have an AeroPress. That's a lot of fun. I highly recommend getting a small little AeroPress. They're fairly affordable. Again, I think the most important piece of equipment you can get is a good coffee grinder. There's a brand called Turin, the DF series. They have a really affordable, and when I mean affordable, they start off with like the low hundreds or low 200s. But trust me, it's a great investment. And coffee gear can get really expensive. They can go up into the thousands. But if you are a pure coffee enthusiast, hey, if funds were unlimited, I would be getting probably a lever machine. I definitely want to get into an espresso lever machine. All right. This batch came out super nice. got Ling here. We own a French press hover. A co-worker of GeoFire taught us and pour over. Ah, you're speaking my language now. Let us know if you, Lynn, if you guys do a pour over. Let us know how you like it. I haven't really dived deep in a pour over. There's so much, as I was saying earlier, there's so much coffee gear out there, which is great because it's so competitive and it's bringing the price of coffee gear down. There's several good companies that you can buy from. A good coffee kettle is good. You're going to want to get a good scale. This is on the more cheaper end, but if you're going to do pour over, you're going to want to get a bigger scale than this. I'm trying to think of some good brands out there. There's several brands that you can choose from. You'll never go back, honestly. If you get good quality water, some good coffee beans, maybe from LDF, or support your local coffee roaster. Get some good freshly roasted beans. Definitely want to get beans that are roasted on a roast date. You want to make sure you get that. But and that's up in your coffee level game. You're gonna love it. A good pour over. Oh man, that's gonna be fantastic. Let's see. Brian Sevilla is here. Miss Garcia, Kayla Mack, Gleep and Gloop, Baby Wolf. Alright, I think I might have caught up to a few of you folks. Was your question answered, Gleep and Gloop? Any ideas on good fabric, on glue? Did we answer that question, Pirate Dawn? If you're still out there. We got Bradley Soar in the house. Welcome in, Bradley. How are you, friend? Welcome to a coffee roasting stream. We're about halfway through the stream here. Excuse me, but don't worry. Once this is over, we'll take a quick little break. Again, go have some dinner and make our way into Orange County and head into Disneyland tonight with a little special guest. If you guys know, you know. Daywalker is just ninja coffee user. We love it. Daywalker, how are you, friend? Great question, Planet Jujut. It's funny you asked that. I'm looking into some good cold brew options. There's a lot. I was just talking coffee gear a second ago. There's a lot of good options hitting the market right now. There's one called MHW Bomber that's just coming out with a really nice cold brewer, like an infuser, if you will. Highly recommend. I do have a few products from them. Normcore Wares is another one. Normcore also has great coffee gear, from coffee scales, coffee tampers, you name it. Those are the two I would highly recommend. MHW Bomber and Normcore Wares. Highly recommend. I do have some of their products. Definitely want to check them out. I usually use old clothes and add lace trinkets. Okay, very cool. About to work at 5. Okay, Bradley Star, you have a great day at work. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. How about you, Planet Jujuta? What is your type of brew method? We want to know. Guys, it smells so good out here. If you guys love coffee, maybe you don't love coffee, but you like the smell of coffee. Oh man, step into a coffee shop, or better yet, go purchase a candle that has the coffee scents. But I mean, nothing beats actually the aroma, the aromatics of freshly roasted beans. It smells so good out here, guys. I promise you. Wow, we got 53. Thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate it. We appreciate every single little way you guys can support us. Much love to you guys. Again, I know we got some new folks coming in and out. If you guys are new here, let us know, what do you guys put in your coffee? How do you drink your coffee? You guys are just a black cup of coffee like your boy here, Living Dead Dad. I just love a straight black of coffee. Once in a while, I'll treat myself and maybe have a latte. But do you guys like black coffee, cream, sugar, milk-based drinks, oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk? What do you guys throw in there? Cinnamon, coffee and orange juice. Yes, coffee and orange juice mixed together. What tips would you have just a regular Ninja coffee user like myself? Oh, I got you. You're talking about the brand Ninja, right? What type of Ninja machine? Is it an espresso Ninja machine, Daywalker? I'm gonna have to do my research on that machine. I mean, really, at the end of the day, folks, brew whatever you, something tasty, something you enjoy, because there's so many ways to brew coffee. Holly likes oat and soy and sugar-free syrup. I will throw black coffee on the floor. It goes right down the drain, right, Holly? We got the taco vendor hanging out tonight. What is up, taco vendor? Good to see you, friend. I love working in Vernon because when Gavina would roast their coffee, the fragrance was wonderful. And you're speaking my language, taco vendor. That sounds amazing. I bet it smelled fabulous. Sanchez, where? Yes. Definitely, before you purchase like a coffee machine, folks, definitely invest in a good coffee grinder. If you don't want to spend too much money on a machine grinder, I would highly recommend a manual grinder, folks. Yes, one you actually have to manually grind yourself. I don't have one. I don't have much coffee gear. My gear is an espresso machine with a coffee grinder built into it. However, you can definitely save some money with buying a hand grinder. They're not as expensive since you are basically the motor yourself. But any hand grinder out in the market's really good. Again, Normcore Wares or MHW Bomber. Really good, reliable, reputable companies. All right, let me get back to these chats real quick. I don't want to miss stuff. We got Slim Devin Adventure. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Slim Devin. Grim Devin, the Slim Reaper. Happy birthday to you, folks. Show some love to Slim Devin in the house, the birthday boy. The Slim Reaper. Let me get back to these questions. Normally I cross the street and have Starbucks grind it. They don't do it for free. Yeah, Daywalker. Just go get a coffee grinder, whether they do it for free or not. Because sometimes their machines are mixed in with other machines, and sometimes the grinding size isn't quite right. Yeah, get a. We'll chat in person, my friend. I see you often, and I'll give you some good tips and advice on coffee gear. We got Kyla Ren, we got Most Wanted, Miss Garcia, Queen J Ray in the house. What is up, Queen J Ray? We got Holly here, Hollyween, Hollywood. We got Most Wanted. I know I'm missing stuff. Hey everyone, love this content. Thank you so much, Queen J Ray. We love and appreciate you. We got our chow chows in the back. Taco vendor. I miss these lives. We miss you, Slim Devin, even though we just saw you a few hours ago. We got Kayla. Was thinking of grinding my own beans would help. Yes, grind your own beans. All y'all's chats just came in like all at once. So my apologies. I am just going backwards here. Thank you for loving the content. Yeah, guys, definitely get a decent coffee grinder, whether it's a motorized coffee grinder or a hand grinder. You definitely want to check that out. All right, I think I've caught up. Yeah, we see the fufu. We got 3 of them. That one's Akuna in the background. That's Akuna Bear. I don't know. Oh, and Ahsoka's right behind me. Maybe she'll get into the stream here in a little bit. All right. Yeah, Daywalker, I would love to chat with you, give you any tips on grinding. And depends what your budget is too, folks. I know I try to get things that are most affordable. I look at affordable machines and gear because some of this hobby can get a little bit pricey. Depends how much you want to spend or what your budget is. But again, I try to get something affordable to do what I do. Luckily, my espresso machine is paid off. I've saved so much money with that machine, and it's even entry level. I would love, like I said, something a little bit more flexibility as far as like pulling back-to-back shots. I'm limited on this machine on how many. I mean, you can pull back-to-back shots, but the water temperature kind of suffers and struggles a little bit with that specific machine. It's a single boiler. I'd like to get a dual boiler machine. And I'm talking coffee gear. That's probably going over most of your heads. Let me discard this real quick. If I remember correctly, I think Holly loves a good peanut butter latte. If you're still out there, Holly, I need to make that. I need to make some peanut butter syrup, and I need to try a good peanut butter latte. I do want to try. We were talking on a previous stream as well as making a cinnamon roll latte. I need to get those, and I need to do a little bit of research. I think Morgan Drinks Coffee did a good recipe for a cinnamon roll latte, and that just sounds fantastic. I'm not much of a milk-based drinker, but we were talking about the other day, and it sounded so good. Cinnamon roll latte. But I still want to try the peanut butter latte. I need a taste test for Holly. So in the event when Holly does show up on our doorstep one of these days, we'll have her covered with some peanut butter coffee. Alright, I think getting close to the end of this. Maybe another batch, maybe 2 should do. Might do this. I'm not sure about that one yet. I'm going to roast this next one here and we will play that one by ear. Alright, let's. Here we go. Holly said it's coming. S'mores coffee. I did have some, I think I did have some s'mores syrup. There's some really good recipes. I think Dunkin' Donuts did a really good s'mores last year during like the end of summer or midsummer. I'm sure Dunkin' Donuts will come back with it again, but it was like a Smoles cold foam, cold brew coffee. It looked really good. I didn't get to try it, but I did at one point have some s'mores syrup. When I first got into this hobby, I was buying so many syrups, but I wasn't really drinking them all. I'm like, ooh, I need this, I need that. And like, in case company comes over, I want them to have like 100 choices to choose from. So they ended up going bad over time. I'm like, there's a shelf life for these things, but not a long shelf, not years of shelf life. So definitely several months. We got Holly here, we got Lynn, we got Miss Garcia. I know Carla Ren Sanchez I can pet the dogs, that's for sure. They're my babies. Bradley Sorke, you have a great day at work, friend. Needless to say, that was a while ago, Queen J. Ray. Let's see, we're here. I love the smell and the taste of coffee. However, in my mid-20s, I stopped drinking caffeine. Yeah, sometimes caffeine's not for everyone, but for some of us that do, I do enjoy it. Holly's got homes to stay everywhere in this community. I think everyone would enjoy. Holly, you might have to house hop. You're gonna have so many people. Your next visit to Southern California, I'm sure you're gonna have to go somewhere to everyone's house. We got Slim Devin, the birthday boy. We got Pirate Don. We got puppies here. Most Wanted, Daywalker, Taco Vendor. Happy belated birthday to you, Taco Vendor. We got Slim. We got these babies right here. This is Ahsoka, our Chow Chow. Hi, baby. This is one of our female chows, Ahsoka. And he's a rescue. This is Akuna. These are our Star Wars Jedi dogs. And then we have an indoor chow. She loves being indoors. She's spoiled. That's Ayla Sakura. So we got two females, ML. We got the petting zoo here. They're fluffy. They need to be combed out. They need to be groomed. I'm thinking of having a pool barbecue fun day with whomever wants to join from our close community. Queen J. Ray, let us know, my friend. We will be there. Yes, the living dead puppies, that's for sure. And we would love to crash that pool party. We'll bring the pool floaties. Heck, I'll even bring some coffee. That sounds like fun. Let us know when that happens. We don't want to miss a good time. Alright, Gleep and Gloop, couch surfing in SoCal. Holly may not leave. Holly, we got plenty of bedrooms here, my friend. I don't know if things would get done around the house if Holly was here, though. Like, I think it would just be a constant party with Holly. Like, can you imagine, like, coffee all day long, movie nights, food streams, Disneyland hangouts? I mean, come on, Holly. Hopefully we don't have to twist your arm. I would love it. I don't need coffee, but soon. In late June, okay, Queen J. Ray. Let us know. Let us know what to bring. We would love to hang out with Queen J. Ray. Holly takes a lot of naps. I'm with you there, friend. Food and naps sounds like heaven. I mean, if I could just eat all day long and just sleep, I mean, man, that's the perfect life right there. No worries, EXP, we are still here. We're kind of wrapping up the tail end of it. Depending on if I do have ice or not. I need to make sure if we have any ice left over in the machine. Our ice machine kind of went out. We've been kind of purchasing ice. I don't know if we have ice. If we have some ice, I might continue and show you guys one of my favorite summer drinks at the moment. We got Kayla Max, EXP. Then you'd be our cat. Queen Jerry, just yourselves. I love it, friend. Maybe we can bring some dessert. Yes, food and naps. I mean, that's the perfect life, right? The perfect life. Food and naps. Planet Jejuda. Yes, MHW-3 bomber is looking amazing. Thank you. Yes, if you guys want any suggestions on good coffee gear, right there, MHW3 Bomber and or Normcore, 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 two very good reputable companies. If you want to get into some coffee gear from coffee scales or coffee kettles for pour overs, you name it, coffee cups, they got espresso tools for your needs. They got you covered. Check them out. Again, we are not sponsored by any of those by any means, so no worries there. Hopefully in the near future. Maybe I need to start a coffee channel right here on the YouTube. We as Americans are very slow with ice. I have learned, right? Yeah, if you leave the country, I'm sure you'll realize that we got ice at our fingertips, right? Yes, don't forget about Disneyland, right? Food, naps, and Disneyland. Can we get that on a t-shirt? Those would sell like hotcakes. We got MH Reels in the house. Hey guys, says MH Reels. What is up, friend? How are you? How was your holiday weekend? Thank you for joining into the live stream here. We got this coffee canister filled with freshly roasted coffee beans. I am almost topped off on this one. Gosh, we've been doing this for almost 3 hours. Holy cow. Thank you, MH Reels. Yeah, turn on those notifications, my friend. Thank you for watching in real time. If not, feel free to rewind the stream when we're done or rewatch it. Thank you, Queen J. We are so happy to have you here with us. Alright, well, this cools off. I'm going to take a quick step in the house. Talk amongst yourselves. I am going to check out. Fingers crossed we have a little bit of ice, so I want to show you something. If not, I'll have to do it on a future stream, but hang tight real quick. We got some good news, folks. We got some ice left over in the ice tray. So I'll show you guys one of my favorite coffee drinks I like to make for the summertime. Is anyone in the chat going to Chalk Walk August 3rd? Let us know, and thank you for bringing that up, folks. Thank you so much for contributing to Living Dead Fam and Living Dead daughter Mary. Maybe on another stream, Living Dead Mom myself, will talk a little bit more about Chalk Walk and why it means so much to us. For those of you that have been with us last year, thank you so much for your support. Yes, we are taking part in another year. This year, 2025 Chalk Walk. We'll be walking with our other park streamer friends. That is August 3rd. We will all be live streaming that event. It will be a lot of fun, raising money for a good cause. Yes, Lynn streamer support will be watching for sure. I'm slowly meeting my goals, but I know I can get more donations. Thank you, Queen J. Ray. Folks, if you haven't done so, go support Queen J. Ray as well. No donation is too small, so thank you guys that have already contributed not only to Living Dead Fam, but also to our other friends in the community. We all greatly appreciate that. Shout out again to TPC, Bob Berry Place 28, Cordy in California for letting us and all of us really to be part of the Park Streamers Chalk Walk Hangout. We're so grateful for another year with you folks. It was so much fun. There was such a good buzz last year, even after when the event ended. None of us wanted to end our streams. It was just so much fun. It was a long stream, long day, early day. Unfortunately, Living Dead Mom won't be on the stream for Chalk Walk this year because she is picking up our oldest Living Dead daughter. You guys know her in the chat as Brianna. She just will be about done with her doctorate degree. She got her white coat ceremony, just happened a few weeks ago. So we are so grateful to have a doctor under the roof. And I'm sure someday, she said she wants to get her PhD, but she wants to kind of be done with school for a little bit because she worked really hard. All right, let me put this away. All right, I might be done roasting for a quick second. Let me see if I filled this up. Again, let's do one more quality control here. For the most part, like I said, these have been really, really good beans. Haven't had too much. Not too many Quakers in here. Alright, let me get in the chat in a second. Let me just do this right here. Yeah, this is pretty much about full. Yeah, I cannot fit anything else in this one. That one's pretty much capped out. Okay, don't go anywhere, folks. I know roasting has been completed. I got 2 full coffee canisters of coffee right here. Let me put this back in here. Forgive me while I put some of this gear away. We got Slim Devin, Queen J. Ray. Let's see, who else is here? DM, what is my oldest was born with half heart, had 3 major open heart surgeries by the age of 5. He's 23 now. He has surgery on Friday, change out his pacemaker battery. DM, so happy that you are sharing that with us. What a journey you have, and I'm so happy to hear that you still have him. 23 years old. Wow, that is incredible. We will all be sending you good vibes and prayers to your way. But man, what a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That is incredible. So happy to hear that he is still here and he's still thriving. That's incredible. Let's see. My nephew had heart surgery at CHOLA, which is the Los Angeles branch. He had heart surgery at 1 year old, and he's turning 12 in September. Queen J. Ray, same to you, my friend. Wow. What blessings that you guys have. Absolutely, to both of you. And anyone else that out there that's probably ninja watching that's going through some stuff or has had difficulties or anything in relation to chalk walk, since that's kind of what we're talking about right now. We know, we feel your pain. Unfortunately, our grandson, not our current grandson we have now, but we do have a grandson from that's no longer with us. That was part of, that's why we didn't hesitate to join the chalk walk last year. We knew in our hearts we wanted to do it that year, but being a part of this community and the whole live streaming community as a whole, that it was a no-brainer. Like it was meant to be part of chalk walk. So again, we will go more into detail and share that story. I know we got a few folks here. It's really Living Dead Mom's story to tell. She tells it way better than I do, but yeah, we did lose a grandchild through chalk walk. We love you, Slim Devin. Of course, I can just sit here and chat with you guys all day long. I might bore some of you, and my apologies for that. Thank you, MH Reels, for missing the coffee streams. We miss you, my friend. Okay, back to business here. We love you, DM. Love all you guys, everyone that's watching, all you Ninja Watchers, channel members here, mods, you guys name it. Anyone that's given us just a few minutes of your time. Either you just come by real quick, check in and change the channel. It don't matter. We love you guys no matter what. All right. I know that our story with Chug, we can do a whole nother live stream on that. So. Okay, EXP, we will see you soon, my friend. If you guys want to stick around a little bit longer, I'm gonna take you guys. Don't tell Living Dead Mom because the kitchen's a mess. But I'm just gonna keep you guys on the coffee machine so you guys can get a quick look at what I like to do for like a summer cold drink. If you guys like black coffee, I mean, iced coffee is relatively easy to make, but I will clean up that mess later. You might hear a little boy in the background. You guys know who that is. All right. Excuse the mess. Queen Jerry, because your hair is on fire to me. I'm a hairstylist. Who are we talking about, Queen J. Ray? I also need your hair regimen. You guys are too kind. Too kind. Sorry if I'm missing things here in the chat. Again, talk amongst yourselves. Wasn't prepared to do this, but since it is a coffee stream, it's a little late for coffee consumption, to be honest, but since I was outside and it's a little warm out there, I don't mind doing a little bit of a cold coffee, if you will. I'll show you here in a quick second. Sorry guys, I just had to refill this, rinse out one of my coffee mugs. Welcome to the coffee bar. If you guys are new here, this is my coffee bar. This is my setup. I'm gonna need ice. This is the Breville Barista Express. I'll do a quick walkthrough here in a second. All right, we got a few of you folks in here. Let's see. Volunteer at a camp, Taylor out at Modesta Camp, counselor in the summer. It's a camp for kids with congenital heart disease. Amazing kids. See, you guys have amazing stories out there. You guys are our tribe. You guys are our people. I love it. Love, love, love this stuff. Queen J, you need that hair regimen, huh? Yes. We'll make sure I'll get that out to you. My niece had a stroke when she was 12 and spent 10 days at Chalk. She is now 34 and thriving. I'm so glad to hear some positive experiences with Chalk. That's why we love and adore Chalk. That's why we are definitely walking for this organization. Pray for my brother that is in the service. They are going for a lot, and Sally had to cancel his vacation on who we don't know when we're going to see him. I'm so sorry, Monica. Our prayers to you, my friend. Sorry if I missed that chat. Our prayers to you, my friend Monica. We got Andrew. What a blessing, LF. Thank you for those amazing and true kind words from yesterday's podcast. Michael and you and the LDM made me emotional this morning. Thank you, Andrew, for tuning in. Glad you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. The pleasure is all ours. But welcome in, folks. This is what I was talking about earlier. I did a few modifications to this machine. This is the Breville Barista Express. It's basically an espresso machine, as you can tell. I kind of do this single hopper. So this is the grinder built in. I've added this little bellows. I bought that online from a company. Forgive me, I can't even remember the name, but there's so many companies that make these now, which basically like forces the air out and pushes all the coffee grinds out. Since I do single dose. This is an additional mod. This only comes with like a knob, but I like the look and design of this. So this is from Crema Coffee Products. If you're still out there, I know I mentioned MHW Bomber as well as Normcore, but this is from Crema Coffee Products. They are another good company, CREMA. Check them out online. They are fantastic. So yeah, this is just a single boiler machine. Very fun. Pretty much cut my teeth on this machine. So, but yes, welcome in. This is the coffee bar. It's my wicked brews and magic potions. Here's the different types of coffee syrups I have right now. I have salted caramel, vanilla bean. I got some sugar-free brown sugar cinnamon syrup, as well as some classic hazelnut. And then this is the stuff Living Dead Mom absolutely loves. It's the caramel pecan. It's from the Skinny Mixes. You can find all of this stuff online on Amazon. Sometimes Home Goods carries a lot of these mixes. Grocery stores carries this. But if you have an Amazon account, it might be a little bit cheaper on there. But I mean, basically, you can use this stuff for anything. So this is what I have right here. This is the coffee setup. Gosh, these were like the last of my beans from the previous batch. So I might even have to just dive in tomorrow to what I just roasted. But let's do what I told you I was going to do. I'm going to show you a fun Americano, but infused with air. And I'm going to use this steam wand right here. It puts out hot air, but what I do is I fill up this mug of ice and water. So this is chilled. I'm going to pull my shot of espresso and I'm going to pour that into this right here. I'm going to steam this until it's not hot, obviously, because I want it still cold. But all I am doing is I'm just infusing the air into this. I'm aerating the shot of espresso and water, and it's called an arcano, just like a cold version, I should say, of an Americano, if you guys like black coffee. And I think it looks incredible when it's done right. So let me show you. Yes, Taizima, we are doing an Arcano, my friend. Have you ever had one before? We are about to do one right now. So let me get it. I forgot to bring in the coffee skill. Let me get that real quick. All right, so this is kind of my coffee routine that I like to do. Guess if we get a little bit of light in here. Yes, my lady is a walking coffee bean. I love it. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe she can school me on coffee things. Again, I'm always open to feedback or suggestions. And I'm sure some of you out there probably know a lot more about coffee than I do. Again, I am just a self-taught, self-trained home barista. This is one of those Normcore tampers I was telling you about. I like it because it's an automatic self-levitating tamper. Where did I put that? And get those old grounds out of there. This is a 54 millimeter tamper. Let's see this. Let me weigh out these beans real quick. These were like pretty much what was left from my previous, so I really didn't have that much. Oops. Okay, let me start that over. I still had it on ounces. Let me do that to grams. I like weighing in grams on this. Excuse the noise in the background. We got Living Dead kids playing around, and the Living Dead grandson is hanging out here with us. All right, so I like doing about 16.5 grams of coffee. So I am going to go ahead and put this in the grinder here. Again, if you are new here, welcome in. I'm going to go ahead and heat this up real quick. This has a vibratory pump, so it's a little bit louder. In the future, I would like to get a rotary pump so it's not as loud. And or a lever machine. There's so many machines on the market these days, guys, that sorry, I can't see the chat because I am doing my thing, so I'll answer your questions or comments here in a second. But a good lever machine, there's so many out there. Again, this hobby can be as affordable as you make it or the most expensive. I try to keep it budget friendly here. I've had this machine for several years, so I apologize for the loud noises here. I'm going to grind 17.5 grams in this is about an 18 gram basket right here. Yes, lots of flavor. Most one just made me a cold brew with almond milk. That sounds good. So I got 17.5 grams of beans in. I usually typically get about the same 17.5 grams out. I am doing what we call, this is like a distribution tool. It's called the Weiss distribution tool. This gentleman, last name by the name of Weiss, that took, I'm just basically fluffing out the grounds, breaking up all the clumps, because some of these machines, lately now, a lot of the newer machines have like a declumping mechanism, if you will, built into the coffee grinder. This one does not, so, but I like to do this. It breaks up all the imperfections in the coffee grounds, and it basically fluffs them out. It's basically a wine cork with some, what do you call them, acupuncture needles built in. I pretty much made this myself. So again, YouTube, I found all kinds of fun things out there on YouTube. So, all right. So let me just kind of try to distribute these a little bit better. Use my trusty tamp here. Let's tamp the coffee. is like our bed of coffee. I don't know if that picks up here on the stream. Let's pull a double shot of espresso here. This is like a puck screen. I like using one of these so it keeps the group head clean. So you don't have to do as many back flushes. So that means no coffee grounds get back up into the machine. All right, I'm gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio. I like doing a ristretto, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do a 1-to-3 ratio. Maybe I'll do a 1-to-3. So I have 17.5 in, maybe I'll do about like 52, 53 grams. Double shot of espresso right here for your diet. All right, we are about 53 grams or so of a double shot of espresso. All right. So there is our double shot. Here's our milk pitcher of ice and water. I have it filled like right about to where you can kind of see where the water is right there. So I'm going to dump that into the pitcher here so it's nice and cold and chilled. And now I'm going to steam this. I'm going to inject some air into this. So let me get this started right here. Got to get the pump started for the steaming capabilities on this machine. So let me wet this towel. That way I can wipe it down afterwards. While I'm waiting for the steam wand to heat up. Go ahead and knock out my very hot, but that's my basically my puck of espresso. All right, now we're going to inject some air into this pitcher here. Just injecting air. I don't want this to get too hot. If it gets too hot, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So it's still cold. That's why I add ice to the pitcher to keep it nice and chilled and cold. Here is the fun magic happens right here. Here is the arcano. It's just a cup. I put a little bit of ice in there. And look at the coffee cascading down the side of the glass. I don't know if that picks up or not. It's basically a black coffee. It almost looks like, if any beer drinkers out there, it almost looks like a Guinness. Again, apologies for the kids playing in the background. It's almost like a nitro coffee. Exactly. Exactly. That's killer. Man, that's some good stuff. That is fantastic. Highly recommend that, folks. If you guys do have a machine like this, give it a shot. Literally a shot. Give it a double shot. Let me rinse out my my coffee gear here. My espresso shot glasses. Oops. It's always good practice to rinse out your equipment, your gear. Keeps your machine lasting long. It's always good to do your maintenance, your back flushes, your descaling on coffee machines. But yeah, that's a fun drink, folks. Again, if you're just a black coffee drinker, you can add, you know, sugar or brown sugar. You can do like a cafe cubano. I know they like to add brown sugar to their shot glass or to their shots of espresso or in their cup. There's different ways. There's no wrong way to make anything really when it comes to coffee, because they're always coming up with new stuff. Someone out there is making some fun things. So, all right, let me flip this back around real quick. Who is still here? That's Billy Ray practicing. I'll go ahead and sign off outside here in the backyard, because I know little Billy Ray has a lot to say tonight. Slim's best friend. Man, have I been really going on for 3 hours tonight? Holy cow. This is fantastic, guys. This is a really good summer drink, if you will. It's still a coffee. It's somewhat ice. I did put a little bit of ice here in the glass just to keep it chilled. But you can see there's not hardly much ice. Most of the ice just gets melted as you steam it, because that milk frother is it's a steaming device basically to heat up and froth your milk. So that is fantastic. Let's see here. Who is still here with us right now? We got Andrew Kwan, Ty Zima. Yes, it is like a nitro. We got Kayla here. Ty says, yes, my lady is a walking coffee bean. Lots of love. Just made a cold brew with almond milk. I bet it tastes fantastic. Most wanted. Andrew, thank you for being here, friend. Hopefully I didn't miss much. Yeah, I'll give you guys my hairstyling tips. I need your hair regimen. Queen J. Ray. Y'all are too much. Y'all are too funny. Slim down. Are we going through the haunted maze right now? Yes, Slim, we are going through the haunted maze. That's all this screaming you're hearing back there. They're actually watching a scary movie. No, they're not watching a scary movie. What's up, DM? How are you? But anywho, folks, thank you so much for this coffee stream. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for roasting with Living Dead Dad. It's a fun time. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy bringing you guys here with us, so you guys can check out what I do. This is a hobby for me, so haven't made it a business as of yet. Hopefully in the near future we can try something. I know as long as there's some coffee heads out there, or there's some interest, or maybe you're not a coffee drinker but maybe someone in your family is, let us know. Let us know here in the comments or in the chat. If you're watching this later, drop us something here. Say, yeah, you know what, I would love to buy some bags of coffee from you. So in the event, if it does grow and it does get bigger, and if it does become something, definitely I would love to upgrade this machine for something not on the commercial end, but something that could pump out a little bit more coffee beans, because I'm sure this probably has its limits too. So but anyway, one last look. This is, if you guys are interested, this is the Fresh Roast SR540. Check them out. They're a lot of they have some really good products. Berman Coffee Traders. This is Guatemalan. There's different kinds to choose from. Check them out. Go in their descriptions if you guys are looking for specific types of coffee. It doesn't just have to be Guatemalan. There's coffee from all over the regions, all over the world. Their prices vary from farm to regions, like you name it. But anywho, thank you, DM. Always fun to spend time with LDF in chat. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of the 3-day weekend. Thanks to all the vets out there for their service. Yes, thank you so much for saying that, DM. Thank you for everyone that is in the service. We appreciate you for keeping us safe, giving us our freedoms. We appreciate and love you guys for protecting this great nation. So thank you so much. Now, all you need is a conche with that coffee. Absolutely. You know what most wanted. Cheers to you. Yeah, and cheers to everyone out there. If you guys are drinking some coffee or any type of beverage, cheers to you guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap this up because we gotta boogie. At some point we gotta have some dinner, and then we are gonna head into the parks in a few hours. We're gonna keep the fun going. But if you guys didn't check us out last night on Living Dead Fan Presents the Fogcast, make sure you check that out right here on YouTube. You can watch the video, watch our reactions, or you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or iHeartRadio. On those service providers, however you consume that, definitely check us out there. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning into this. That's about it right now. If you guys have any questions, leave it here in the comments after this live stream, or send us a DM. You guys know how to follow us. We're on all social media, basically TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or obviously right here on YouTube. So thank you guys for spending your Saturday with us, or seeing, it feels like a Saturday to me. Thank you for spending your Sunday, your holiday weekend with us. We'll be back in just a little bit with the live stream. So turn on those notifications so you don't miss a moment when we go live from Disneyland. So thank you so much. And as we say, folks, we will see you all a little later. All right. I'm going to clean this up. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Ninja Watchers. Thank you, channel members, for being here. We appreciate you. The live stream is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that Living Dead Fam has left the building.